Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding artificial intelligence. So in this we will discuss an introduction to artificial intelligence and its history. What is human intelligence? So human intelligence is a composition of abilities like learning, reasoning, perceiving, understanding of language and feeling. So we can say that intelligence is a ability to learn or understand from experience, or it is a ability to acquire and retain knowledge. It is a ability to respond quickly and successfully to a new situation, or it is a ability to use reason to solve problems. Now, if intelligence is learning, understanding, retaining, responding, and using reason, then what is artificial intelligence? So, artificial intelligence, it is a branch of computer science which is concerned with the study and creation of computer systems that exhibit some form of intelligence. So artificial intelligence is one of the blooming technology in the field of computer science. By developing intelligent machines, artificial intelligence is creating a new revolution in the world. Artificial intelligence comprises of two words. That two words are artificial and intelligence. Here, artificial represents man made and intelligence represents thinking power. So, we can define AI as it is a field of study which studies how to create computers and softwares that are able to show intelligent behavior. AI can also be defined as study and design of intelligent agents or a system that perceives its environment and take actions that maximizes its chances of success or output. So, artificial intelligence is a field of study that involves computational techniques for performing tasks that require intelligence when performed by humans. Many human mental activities, such as developing computer programs, working out mathematics, engaging in common sense reasoning, understanding languages, and interpreting it, even driving an automobile, are said to demand intelligence. Several computer systems have been built that can perform these types of tasks. John McCarthy. So it was an American computer scientist and cognitive scientist. McCarthy was one of the founders of the discipline of artificial intelligence. So he coined the term artificial intelligence. Now we will see the views of AI fall into four categories in two dimensions. So these two dimensions are thinking or reasoning versus behavior or action, and success according to human standards versus success according to an ideal concept of intelligence. So some definitions of AI are organized into four categories. So we'll see what are that four categories. So first category is system that think like humans. So it focuses on reasoning and human framework. Second category is system that think rationally, that focus on reasoning and general concept of intelligence. Then system that act like humans, it focuses on behavior and human framework. And fourth is systems that act rationally, that focuses on behavior and general concept of intelligence. Now we will see one by one. So these are the, you can say these are the some definitions of AI. systems that think like humans, system that act like humans, then system that think rationally, and the system that can act rationally. So these are the four definitions, some definitions of artificial intelligence. So now we will see what is the meaning of system that think like human, that is thinking humanly. So this represents the existing new effort to make computers think. So we can say machines with minds in the full and literal sense. If we say given program thinks like human, then we must have some way of determining how human thinks. We need to get inside the actual working of human minds through introspection and psychological experiments. So introspection means trying to catch our own thoughts as they go by. Once we have a sufficiently precise theory of mind, it becomes possible to express the theory as a computer program. So, computer models and experimental techniques from psychology are made to study workings of human mind. Then, system that act like humans, that is acting humanly. So, this represents the art of creating machines that performs functions that require intelligence when performed by people. The example of this is the Turing test. So in this, computer pass the test if the human interrogator, after posing some written questions, cannot tell whether the written responses came from a person or not. So to do this, computer would need to possess following capabilities. First is natural language processing, means to enable it to communicate successfully in English. That is meaning of natural language processing. Second capability is knowledge representation, to store what it knows or hears. Third capability is automated reasoning, that is, to make use of stored information to answer questions being asked and to draw conclusions. Fourth category is capability is machine learning, to adapt to new circumstances and to detect and make new predictions by finding patterns. Next capability is computer vision, that is to perceive objects. And the last capability, that is robotics, that is to manipulate objects and to move about. That is regarding the system that act like humans, that is acting humanly. And it consists of Turing test. So this is the Turing test. You can see here one on the left hand side there is a one human that is sitting, and on the opposite sides of that human there is a system, that is computer system, that is placed, and on the right hand side you can see there is a human interrogator. So in this, computer pass the test if the human interrogator, after posing some written questions, cannot tell, that human interrogator cannot tell whether the written responses came from person or that system. That is called the Turing test. Then next is system that think rationally, that is the laws of thought approach. So this represents the study of mental faculties. Faculties means it is the ability to think clearly through the use of computational models. In this, patterns are provided for argument structures that always yielded correct conclusions when given correct premises or statements. For example, Ram is a man, and second statement is all men are mortal. So, by using that two statements, we can say that the Ram is mortal. So, that is the meaning of the system that think rationally. Then, acting rationally, or the system that can act rationally. This represents an agent is something that acts. So computational intelligence is the study of the design of intelligent agent. So the intelligent agent, it is designed in this category. The example of this is a rational agent. A rational agent is the one that acts to achieve the best outcome, or when there is a uncertainty, the best expected outcome. So you can see the rational agent approach. You can see here the agent. So the an agent is entity that perceives its environment and is able to execute actions to change it. Perceives means it is a sensing. So sensing the environment and to execute action. So agents have inherent goals that they want to achieve. So a rational agent acts in a way to maximize the achievement of its goals. So you can see in a diagram, there is an agent having sensors and actuators. So sensors that senses the environment and actuators that will give the output. Now we will see the history. So this is a short history that is given in this slide. So in the history of artificial intelligence, so in the coming slides, we will giving the milestones. So these milestones defines the journey from the AI generation to till date development. So history of AI. So the first is 1943 to 1955. That is gestion of artificial intelligence. Then the second, that is from 1956, or it is from 1952 to 1956, that is the birth of artificial intelligence. So in year 1955, the first artificial intelligence program is developed by Alan Newell and Herbert Simon. 52 mathematics theorems are given as input to this program. Out of 52 theorems, logic theorist program successfully proved 38 theorems and also found some new proofs from some theorems. In 1956, a workshop is conducted by American computer scientist, that is John McCarthy. This workshop is named as artificial intelligence. Then 1952 to 1969, that is the golden years, early enthusiasm. So in 1966, first chatbot known as Eliza is developed. At that time, aim of researchers was to develop algorithms that can solve mathematical problems. In 1972, the first intelligent humanoid robot known as Robot 1 was built in Japan. Then 1966 to 1973, a dose of reality. So Simon stated that within 10 years, a computer would be chess champion and a significant mathematical theorem would be proved by machine. So these predictions came true, or approximately true, within 40 years rather than 10. Then 1974 to 1980, the first AI winter. So the period between years 1974 to 1980 was known as the first AI winter duration. In this period, scientists faces issues of severe shortages of funding from government of AI researchers or researches. In this period, an interest of publicity on artificial intelligence was decreased. Then 1969 to 1979, knowledge based systems. Then 1980 to 1987, that is a a boom of artificial intelligence. So AI become an industry. So in 1980, AI came back with expert system. So expert systems are the systems that are programmed to mimic the decision making ability of a human expert. In 1980, the first national conference of the American Association of Artificial Intelligence was held at Stanford University. Then 1986 present, that is return of the neural networks. Then 1987 to 1993, that is the second AI winter. The period between the years 1987 to 1993 was known as second AI winter duration. Again, in this period, investors and government stopped funding for AI research. This is because of high cost but not efficient result. Then 1987, AI adopts the scientific method. Then 1995 to present, that is the emergence of intelligent agents. So in 1997, IBM Deep Blue wins the chess competition against the world chess champion Gary Kasparov. IBM Deep Blue, known as the first computer to beat a world chess champion. In 19 in 2002, for the first time, AI in the form of vacuum cleaner is used at the home. And year 2006, various businesses have started using AI such as Facebook, Twitter, and Netflix. Then deep learning, big data, and artificial general intelligence, that is from 2011 to present. So in 2011, IBM's Watson was participated in quiz show proved that it could understand natural language and can solve tricky questions quickly. In 2012, Google Now is launched by Google is able to provide information to the user as a prediction. In 2014, chatbot, that is Eugene Gushman, a competition in infamous Turing test. In 2018, the project debater from IBM debated on complex topics with two master debaters and also performed extremely well. Google has demonstrated an AI program Duplex, which was a virtual assistant. Then applications. So some applications are natural language understanding, expert systems, planning and robotics, machine learning, and game playing. So intelligent, this is an intelligent robot. So it's tend to mimic human sensing and decision making abilities so that they can adapt themselves to certain conditions and modify their actions. So these are the some fields of AI, that is computer science, telecommunication, then aviation and automation, then robotics, and these are the daily life applications, that is home security, bank, post office, websites, digital cameras, news and publishing, financial, trades, health and medicine, games and toys. These are some drawbacks of AI, that is limited ability, slow real time response, can't handle emergency situation, difficult code, and high cost. So this is regarding the introduction of artificial intelligence and its history. Thank you.